Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, Star Wars fans. It's me with the Yeti here. He's a sleepy little guy. We were just looking over the state of the galaxy there. It's pretty interesting. Okay, I'll put you down. There you go. It's pretty interesting. We're finally getting some Mandalorian content. Oddly enough, I don't see anything about Baby Yoda in here, which is what everybody wants. Looks like we're gonna get a couple of key characters. Got Grief Karga coming in. He's gonna be on the support role for the bounty hunters, which is kind of an interesting one. He should also be a lead, according to what we see here. And as you see, some support to the Attacker Heavy Bounty Hunter Squad, experimenting and interacting with payouts. So it'd be something where I'm thinking that the payouts are going to get a boost from his lead, whether it'll be just like a percentage boost, sort of like what we see with the Mastery on the Galactic Legend leads, or if it's actually just going to add extra things to the payout. So that could be interesting. And then we got Cara Dune coming, and this is going to be interesting because she's a rebel and a bounty hunter scoundrel, and she's a tank. That's interesting. So I'm thinking is that she will have a dual role. Like with rebel allies, she'll be tankier, and with bounty hunter allies, she'll be a damage dealer. Because it says here, provide scoundrel teams with additional damage dealer. So sort of interesting. So it's one of those where I'm like, how is this all going to play out? She's going to have anti-Empire and flavor to her kit. I don't really think that's super necessary unless they're planning to add something to the Empire faction. Empire faction is not the best, but obviously it has its uses as that Empire team, that Palpatine team, and troopers can do their business. It's just one of those where I could see it being good in a defensive state. Like, you put your bounty hunters in defense, they can't run their Empire at it with Cara there. She's really nasty against Empire. So there are some options there. Yeah. Let's see. And then, of course, Mandalorian's coming. And it says, next month we shifted the Road Ahead schedule around to accommodate the lead up for Galactic Legends. Next month's update will be a Road Ahead covering some of our biggest plans for the quarter and the next title update. Okay, well, yeah, and they've got the anniversary Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back next month. Okay, cool. So we might get something, from Empire Strikes Back that isn't in the game. I'm not sure what that'll be when you really think about it. Maybe could be something like maybe like a map, like a different assault battle or something that's going to be, going like sort of taking the Hoth battle, because now that's gone out of vogue in territory battles. Now that everybody's running Geo, maybe they're going to do something like a Hoth assault battle that'll be, something like the current assault battles that we've got. I don't know. I'm just kind of spitballing here. I mean, it could be nice to see something like that. It's interesting that they're adding anti-Empire stuff to Cara and giving Cara the Rebel tag. Does that foreshadowing something later? Is that something that we're going to get coming out of the... I don't know, out of this whole Resistance First Order Galactic Legends thing? Are we looking at a possible Rebel and Empire Galactic Legends next? If we see more love there, it might be. They also said they're going to swing back around at some point to clones. I'm assuming to do some more of the 212 to add Waxer and Boyle to join Cody and Sarge, who are also 212, and maybe give a couple of clones for Shakti to actually work with when she's no longer necessary for 501. So there's some things coming forward in the future. That's good to see. I'm glad to see that they didn't just immediately start talking about more Galactic Legends, because I think that would absolutely kill the game. I think that would be the end of it. I think everybody who isn't a Mega Kraken would have just been like, okay, you know what, fuck this. And I think some of the Krakens would have done the same thing, because yeah, the requirements are pretty terrible. But all in all, I think it's cool that they're finally focusing on the Mandalorian stuff. I mean, I wonder how good it'll be. I wonder how it'll slot in. I wonder how this is going to interact with the older bounty hunters that you already probably have. It's nice to get another bounty hunter tank, though, because it does allow 2 bounty hunter teams to actually exist. Before, it's like, well, you can do like a Django lead with Bosk, or you can do a Bosk lead. You know, there wasn't too many options. And you can take Django and like stick him into a Newt squad or something like that. But other than that, you don't really have many options. Like Boba lead's pretty dated, and then there's some interesting ones like the Embo lead I've seen, which with the counterattacks I think could catch somebody out. Other than that, there's not too much going on there that's going to be great, you know. So yeah. It's like it, yeah. So yeah, I think it's cool. I am a little bit disappointed they're not saying anything about Baby Yoda. I think everybody wants a Baby Yoda C-3PO-like character that can provide some force support and heals, sort of like little Babby Hermit Yoda there. But perhaps with like an ability to like force freeze a target or something like he does in the show a couple of times, so that would have been cool. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Although this is probably not everything. They're probably going to drip feed some of this stuff out so we can get so they can get you back to like regular spending. Because I think a lot of people who weren't going for Galactic Legends probably put their wallets away a little bit, and that's not going to be good for them going forward, as they've kind of like made it more difficult for people to spend a little bit. You either spend it on a lot or you're not spending. So I think this is one of those moves where they're going to try to get people to do some small spending again and try to reinvigorate that. Try to get, I don't know, but they've done some stuff recently, like the recent AI change to Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. I mentioned it in my last video, and then it was confirmed by Malice when he started running autos. That the AI for Kylo Ren has completely been overhauled, so that you no longer trigger that sacrifice against 501st, which is strange, because the ability to beat it on offense is what makes the game playable by people who aren't willing to Kraken out. I would have said whale out, but to get a Galactic Legend, I mean, you're either been a long-time player that's developed those factions very, very completely, and then it was an easy switch to get Galactic Legend ready, or you're a newer player and you've Krakened out to get that up, because they're not really teams that get worked on, or were getting worked on until they started announcing that they're going to give them some love. So anyway, that's about it for the video today. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Yeah. You know, obviously tonight we've got Grand Arena Championship, so if you're around on Twitch at 11:30 p.m. Eastern, I'll be doing that. And then I usually try to kick around afterwards and have some drinks and chat with some people. Lately we've been doing some BF2 with some of the guys in chat. And we'll get together in a group and do some co-op, or, you know, heroes and villains, that kind of thing, which can be a lot of fun. So do join in and come have a look-see there. It's always nice to have more people. And pay attention to my channel going forward, so please subscribe so you can get the updates. I do release a lot of content. I get a lot of footage donated to me of things that maybe I don't have, or different things that are relevant to other people that need to be pointed out. So I do try to get a lot of content out as much as I can, and I hope that you're all watching that. If you're still liking watching the video, please like it. Likes and subscribes are really like the lifeblood of YouTube, trying to get me seen by this algorithm. It's not very friendly. It doesn't really get offered up I had somebody telling me that they'd watched a bunch of my videos, over about a week, and then the YouTube algorithm didn't offer up my channel for a sub. They offered up other YouTubers for a sub, which is very strange considering he literally was seeking out and watching my videos. So please like and subscribe. Try to get a little bit more visibility for the channel. Thanks for tuning in. I do appreciate it. And oddly enough, this is the first State of the Galaxy that hasn't pissed me off in a while. So cheers.